Look, okay. There's in-game sound now.
Or sound.
It's fine. Nothing has
Are you
happened.
recording
The
again?
game hasn't started. We are recording. We're back in. We got HasBeen NeverWas versus Cybernetic Bats, because I hate their name and it's annoying. And it will be fine. So now, Yams, you can do that wonderful like overview of the people again.
Okay, so we have HasBeens and NeverWas and Cybernetic Bats. HasBeens and NeverWas fielding Heracles, the man, the myth, the legend. Everyone knows who he is, a good player. King Yo, another legend of the game, World Cup 2014, I believe, winner. Zaphod, great Estonian man. Goes to school, cool guy. Tane, another really old player, old school player, very good. Infamous, the head of the NSL himself, or not quite. He's the admin.
I don't know what the structure is anymore.
They have Nelly Jai commanding here, who's an NS1 player known as Doctor, whose phone has told me is really good. Maybe phone's scared of playing against him even. I don't know. Cybernetic Bats has phone commanding, the mustache legend himself.
Mustache legend.
He has some interesting strats. Hopefully we'll see some fun stuff out of him. Doggo doesn't go to class, so you know he plays a lot in NS2. Schuster, I don't know what he does in his free time, but a lot of it's playing NS2. Stay is he's a killer. You know, he's a dangerous guy.
That's
Marshmallow,
true.
another dangerous guy. A little bit younger than Stay, I believe. Maybe the prodigy of the dangerous guy. And Tap likes chicken. That's everybody on the teams.
True. Is Tap on a new PC now? Or is Tap still on old PC?
I'm asking.
I believe Tap has all the parts for his new PC and has not put it together yet.
He may or may not have put them together yet.
I mean, that's the hard part, right? You gotta...
Ooh, it's on.
Nice. So that means Tap is gonna carry 100%.
Max.
Max.
Max up
This
yes.
is where he hasn't uncapped it.
Max. He's got like 100 FPS.
Max until about 15 minutes.
What does he mean with max? Like 200? 300?
Don't ask.
Yeah, let's not get into details. I might get confusing and we'll never know.
So, do we have any predictions? Knights, please.
What do I say? Let me look at these teams. I say 3-1 for Cybernetic Bats. Yep.
3-1?
Mm-hmm.
2-2.
I think they lose one Marine run.
I'm going
I'm gonna give a strong advantage.
I'm just gonna be
advantage to
Alien wins everywhere.
Eating ketchup and pasta.
Yeah, he might be sick, you know? It's not good food.
Ketchup and pasta is not a healthy meal. What do you think, Crazy?
I'm 2-2, 100%.
So you think that
it's gonna be Alien wins.
Ooh. On Biodome, you think aliens are gonna win both rounds?
What I'm saying is I have no faith in any Marines in this game.
Damn.
I'm gonna go the other way. I think HasBeen and NeverWas will 2-0 on Tram, and then they're gonna split Biodome with alien wins. Zaphon is a really strong work, and Nelly is an upgrade from... I don't even know who their usual commander is, because they've never
They
been
have a rotation.
their full roster.
Alright.
So I'm saying
live here,
3-1
boys.
for HasBeen
We are
and
going
NeverWas.
live. So here's this nice fancy team info screen, just in case you don't know who's on the team. Then we gotta go live. Here we go. Warehouse spawn for Cybernetic Bats and shipping for HasBeens and NeverWas with a pretty standard 2-1-2 split and the Arms Lab down first. And Tap's a Gorge. Didn't expect Tap to be the Gorge. Yeah. He's got a new PC.
Who would he have
High
expected?
FPS. He's gonna hit all the spits. It's actually the strat.
What do you think about them immediately dropping the shade in Warehouse Golden?
I think it's really a kind of decent idea. You can hide assists well enough without it, but it might throw some confusion when they push up there and see cloaked assists. They might think they went Shade first.
So, Marines taking the early lead and killing 3 Skooks off the start. Bad engagements by, well, maybe not bad engagements by both, but just taking 1v2 is not a good idea as a Skook early game.
5 parasites out. They have to be very careful about their lanes.
They are. You got Heracles holding the vent down on ET. Zaphod's holding south.
So even though they have 5 parasited here, Marines are in a really good position. They're getting up to 5 RTs in the first minute and a half. And now they can just pressure for the rest of the game until they get some nodes down.
Interestingly, Alien's not attempting the server expand early. Marines? Did I say Marines? I meant Aliens. I'm not sure what I said. But they haven't got a tunnel down or anything. Zaphod and Tane get the pick over in Mez, so this now server expansion won't be going very far very fast. They do opt to just push on through. Doggo is down in ET, just
hanging out.
Snooping around. Zaphod and Tane gonna get
this
this
RT 100%.
all the way up into platform.
RT is 100% dead.
Marsh is getting ready for that ambush. Heracles seems aware of it, crutching in that corner. Doggo with the nice bait though, and that does mean Heracles goes down, but Zaphod and Tane will be taking out platform behind it.
Phone actually dropped server room RT while they were in platform, and he knew they were in platform. He's a madman.
Big brain play. Tap and Shoe going in on these 2 Marines. They do manage to get 1.
There's a really good ambush from Marsh on Infamous in ET, which allows Doggo to get ET extractor done.
Ooh,
Wow.
Tane, on the other hand, getting a lot of meds.
He's
Might be
gonna
able to
Coach is
take
dead.
Tap. Oh no, maybe not.
Oh,
Does get the
No
other Skook
way.
though, so Tap's still in a bit of trouble.
this is really bad.
And behind this, Aliens aren't doing much on the map. In fact, they're losing all behind this. Kane, however, might be about to get cleaned up as Histe and Marsh rotate in, and somehow Tap is still alive. They look like they want to push, but Infamous is behind them, and King goes up in the hive. There's no real retreat here, as they just keep on going through, but now Tap's in a bit of a sketchy situation
Tap is
between
dead.
2 Marines. No way out
There's
of this
no way
one.
he can escape.
And goodbye to the gorgeous. Shoot is going up as the first luck.
And these lurks are going to have to put in some work. The aliens are really far behind now. They're losing second built harvester. And they're going to try to get ore back up.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a lurk rush here. Tap regorging for it and going mucus to base.
Instead, it looks like they just want to be clearing the Marines out on their nodes, and that's not a fight going their way either. Got Marsh biting some res, and we've got Doggo ambushing on some res, as Heracles searches the room for him. Ooh, nearly gets taken out by Doggo. Ooh, pretty low up in platform. Now we do have both lurks here, so in theory they should be able to deal with some of this pressure, but it is a 2-2 pressure on both of the naturals, and in fact the other 2-2 are pushing up into the hive. But they win the fight handily over an ore, and no one's going to be pinching them. Oh, Shoe goes down. Missed that one. Big oof. So that puts Marines ahead a bit. Taking down a life form that early on, and quite a bit before the fades are even going to be up, because they are on 2 RTs.
They're a little poor.
Yeah, you could say that. And Marines almost, well, 2-2 in a minute. The Marsh trying to take out the ET res node, but Zaphod and Infamous both there. And we've got Shu and Tap sneaking through this vent. Well, it
The aliens
looks
are going
like-
to be really tempted to go
Ooh.
base here because they feel so far behind, but it's a bad idea. There has been and never was. It's just going to be on the lookout for it the whole game.
There is a lot of pressure out of these Marines right now, though. It's 4 people pushing, and Histe is gonna fall as Heracles rotates on into that fight.
That is both lurks down. I think it's necessary here that Doggo and Marshmallow go lurk.
And Doggo is going lurk. But now they just need to make sure they can hold an RT, and Doggo takes a lot of damage from Zaphod.
2-2 just finishing as the fight began.
But now Infamous and Heracles rotate into the hive. Doggo might have a bit of a hard time getting healed in here, but never mind. Got 2 Skulks as support.
Shu managed to kill the observation harvester or extractor. Tane cleaned them up and they instantly rebuilt it. Marine's gonna sit back on 5 RTs.
And they have phase tech on the way now as well, so soon enough that pressure's gonna ramp up when they get a gate down in hub or mez somewhere, maybe even ore. Doggo just trying to fend King Yo off from pushing this server RT, but soon King Yo's gonna have some backup in Tane maybe. Or maybe not, as Tane rotates through. Zaphod now on the pinch for Doggo here. Doggo could be in a bit of a sketchy spot, and I think he's not going to find his way out unless there's no call, and Zaphod's just not watching the vent whatsoever. And Doggo's just going to be allowed to escape that room with 50 health. Communication
There's
is key.
so much pressure out of the Marines right now. The aliens are just forced to bounce back and forth, and they're still struggling. They can't keep their nodes up.
1 minute till AA2, so that big high push GLs could be coming.
Oh, Doggo going low in hub. And again, he could have been pinched by King Yo and Zaphod in north, but no one's seemingly aware.
I think we can just get a north gate soon and basically end the game with 2 GLs and 3 HMGs.
The hub gate is the one on the way right now. But yeah, the advanced armory 20 seconds away. Tap is now a lurk. So we're back up to 2 lurks. But is that gonna be enough to hold off this Marine pressure and just stabilize their res?
Heracles waiting in base for an HMG.
Yeah,
Oh, for base gate.
HMG's 2-2. That's nasty.
They lost ore again. How many lost RTs is that?
That's
Aliens have lost 7 RTs to the
7
Marines.
RTs
4.
in 9 minutes. And that's only
HMGs
built
are
ones. Heracles with a
Heracles in,
HMG, that's a scary fight for everyone in that room.
This is a pinch too.
Oh,
3 HMGs pinching Tap. Oh no!
poor Tap.
Tap is in trouble.
There is no way out of that one. Down goes Tap's luck.
You can just buy a GL and go to the hive, I think. Or buy GLs. Warehouse hive is really easy to GL.
Marsh gets a nice pick on Infamous down on the Obs RT. They do need this res biting, so he will get another RT down, which is nice. And ET is actually quite low as well, and Histe might be able to sneak through there and finish that off. Again, maybe not. Zaphod's rotating in. Get another HMG. Doggo's seemingly a little afraid to commit on King Yo and Hub there. Probably could have got that kill, and it might cost him his life. Maybe not. Kane just
dangerous for-
denying. Kane just denying assists and all. He's gonna
It's
pick
really
Marsh
dangerous
up
for
as
Marines
well.
to fall in the trap of defending too much when they can just literally end the game. Because they might like let the aliens
Yeah.
get life forms up and once speeds
And
them up, it can be
aliens-
really difficult.
Aliens have killed enough nodes to have just slowed this pressure down for now.
I think not getting the North Tunnels gate and pushing the hive is a mistake. Because Marsh is going to get the fade now. He only needs 2 more res on 3 RT. That's 45 seconds or so.
But at the same time, that is a fade
Less than a
against
minute now.
2-2 HMGs, which can still end fairly quickly. Now, Heracles and Kingyo opt in to just desist and move on because HMGs don't do good structure damage at all.
I believe they will go for the platform gate here.
Ooh, Heracles almost getting enough damage to get Doggo killed. Now Doggo's got a real hard time just trying to take any fight here if he's just going to get pinched from one side with another HMG.
Marsh late now is a fade. He's at 36 res, and comp mod it's 35. He's,
I don't think he can go in base here is the problem.
Ooh, and Doggo's
Dude,
extremely
several
low, 16 health, is rotate back into the hive. Oh, but Shu might, Shu could have saved him, or Doggo could have retreated out through, or Shu did get the kill. But now, 3 Marines with HMGs, these eggs,
They're farming the Amarbot stats right now.
yeah. And Tap's gonna
GG's
type
tough.
GG.
There was some insane pressure from Tane in the early game.
They were just trying to prove me wrong when I said it would be all alien wins. Because, yeah, Marines just non-stop pressure, and aliens just couldn't pick a side to defend, and they... I think part of their problem was they tried to take both sides. Like, they wanted ore and they wanted platform at the start, and then they were just pulled between the two. They never got a tunnel up, for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, that RT graph tells the story. 9
Just look at
RTs
the
lost
kill
that
graph.
were built, and who knows how many unbuilt ones.
The kill graph here, the first alien kill at 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's not a great time to get your first kill. Yeah, like the first 2-3 engagements that aliens took were 1 Skulk versus 2 Marines.
Marines killed 8 for the first, before the first alien kill happened. It's
That
very
is-
problematic for
yeah.
the start of the game.
South spawn Marines, North spawn aliens. It's really important to figure out what the Marine team is doing very quickly, and if they're slow playing like these Marines did, then you need to expand as quick as you can, so that you can get your lurks and some upgrades up, and that enables you to pack and get the single RT picks and keep the Marines on the 4 and maybe even get them down to 3 RTs. If you just let them cap to 5, as soon as they get those 5 RTs up and some of their parasites fall off, you're just going to be pressured for the rest of the game, and that's exactly what we saw.
Yep. And now we get to see if Cybernetic Bats can put on just as much pressure on their Marine side to get into this second round. So yeah, again, those are the teams, and starting down in shipping are Cybernetic Bats with the almost the same split, actually the exact same split as the last game, and Heracles is the Gorge, although he looks like he's got himself a little stuck. There we go. The help of the unstuck command.
Phone opening with second IP here, I didn't like it.
That's not a second IP, that's an arms lab. Oh wait, no, that's a
was already
second,
a second
IP.
IP, actually.
Okay. I might be slightly blind.
Great ambush and hub here from he was standing on top of the banister up top, and his day looked up and didn't spot him.
And Zephyr got the pick and repair too.
So yeah, the fight's definitely not going too much in the favor of the Marines. Zaffel gets another one. Bite Parasite, goodbye Tap. Now, Zaffel's going to get up into that sneaky little corner in repair room. Let's try and Get himself some health back. Kingo somehow has just snuck between two Marines in ET. I think Shu spotted him out. Leaves Tane charging through the middle of the room to his own death. Or maybe not. Somehow, Tane stays alive a lot longer than I feel like he should have been doing.
These early couple of picks from the alien team allowed them to expand through to mezzanine and get those mezzanine tunnel up. Really common that you see in pubs as well. And here we are, almost at 2 minutes, and Marines are only on 3, building their 4th extractor. Last round, we saw Marines shoot up to 5 extractors by around 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, and what we don't see the aliens do this time is trying to take ore, which is what they really wanted to do last time. And it definitely slowed their expansion towards the Mez server side. That tunnel will just make it so much easier for aliens to rotate and defend the RTs that they have.
One thing that we should probably point out here is that if you go ahead and look at Phone is sprinting out towards mezzanine. They're doing 6-man on the field. So we'll expect to see spawning Marines jump in the command chair to start upgrades and drop extractors for the whoever's already pushed out.
That's
6-man on the field.
Of 2 IPs.
2 IPs and the 6-man on the field allows you to do a lot of pressure.
But I hope that 2-man pressure, or that pressure doesn't come at the cost of 1-man pressure, because we got Tap pushing up solo through north. And he'll stay, well, he should have Phone as backup here. But yeah, for 6-man on the field, they do currently have 4 of them on ET Mez. Feel like there is another couple of places that could use an extra player.
Infamous was apparently lagging, which is the reason for the pause. Each team gets 1 pause per round? Question mark?
I think it's 2. Heracles has only just found out after several years playing the game, opening the scoreboard drops your frame rate.
Unlucky.
How many hours? Too many to count.
A fair amount.
And somehow not too sure about the intricacies of NS2. Anyway, game starting up again, and now we've got these 3 Marines over in Mez versus pretty much the entire alien team, and that's a big crush, but yet another Marine rotating in, and yet somehow the aliens are gonna win that fight. The Gorge Hill coming out clutch. That's a big loss for this Marine team. Yeah, they have 2 IPs, but you've just put 4 people in the spawn queue. Some eggs being spawned. Not entirely sure why. They didn't lose that many, I don't think. And then they lose 2 straight off the respawn.
The aliens should lose both North RTs here. Which is kind of bad. I don't know why they... both of these people going to ET to get 1 RT is kind of greedy.
And both of these people rotated through North Tunnels when none of the alien team were.
It's the advantage of 6 people on the field. It's pretty likely the aliens lost count of how many people they killed in Mez and thought that there could only be 1 person pressuring.
I think Mars should just...
That pulled all of the Marines, or all of the scopes up into server, so that gives space to the other Marines on the field to get some capping done, but there's no one doing any of that, so never mind. Aliens did manage to save platform with the Gorge, so that's a nice save on their side.
They should get platform here now.
They should, but Zaphod and King Yo up as lurks, they might be able to clear this, and they have Heracles to heal it if it gets low enough. They are just going to try to dump on it, but...
There's a Gorge standing there. Dumping them in the RT is a terrible idea. They should have just gone for the Gorge.
I think they start on the RT, then they switch to the Gorge when he comes in to heal it.
And just gonna run straight into Tap there, who's covering Shoes building in repair. So Marines are getting themselves the 5th RT. I don't think they've lost one yet because they've put on so much pressure. Actually, apparently they have lost one. I'm a liar.
They lost the ET one after the Mez Crush.
Ah, okay, yeah. I
They
remember
traded 2
that.
for 1 though, so it was pretty good.
Now these lurks just flying about as aliens try to get their recapping done. And expand down into Mez. Now we've got...
Works procuring their upgrades. Kingo takes regen, and Zephon probably regen as well. Yep.
Zephod 7-1 as the team's merc.
Zephod was also the top fragger last game. Big plays coming out of Zaphod. And yet again, another big alien crush. Histe and Doggo just getting jumped on from every single side. I don't know how Histe stayed alive so long, but Zephod escaping with 20 health. That's brave. Shu might find himself a shell up in warehouse here. So the com spawning some eggs to get support, and that's gonna get cleaned up fairly quickly. King Yo taking some damage on the way out of ET. And Zaphod's gone in, and there's 3 Marines there, and yet again out with 30 health.
3 BM binds, but does not get the kill.
They just trying to jump up and shoot the scopes off that 1 RT. Not gonna get anything done. Get some damage in on King Yo, but the Gorge will heal him up. Zaphod again? 30 health escaping from Tap and Doggo. This man is a madman.
I
His
think at
health
this
bar
point,
means
Alien
nothing.
should consider sacking their tunnel maybe for a lot of res. The Marines are really rich right now.
Yeah. I think the only Marine RT to die recently is the one over in Ore, so not a huge loss to the Marine team. This time, Doggo and Tap are gonna get cleaned up. Marsh is there for the pinch, but nothing's really hurt. He'll try his best to get some damage in. He does get both the lurks down a bit more. But they have the safe retreat to the hive to heal, and Shu has the first shotgun on the field. Stan Shu just getting spiked down in North Tunnels here. But Shotgun's just slowly pushing that lurk out, and Zaphod goes in for the bites on the shotgunner, and he's gonna get away with the kill, and he's gonna survive again. And Heracles 1v1 against Histe as a Gorge. He gets the shotgun back, and King Yo's gonna dive that one and get away with it as well. Tap cleans up the ore processing harvester. And now King Yo and Zaphod are just going to rotate in and make sure Doggo can't stop this RT going down in Mez. Shoes rotate in, might be able to take King Yo out here, and he does so. No help from the other lurk at all. Zaphod just left him. Pieced right out of that room. And
I think after this hive is up, Heracles should probably try to get on res. Or just be really aggressive as a Gorge until he dies and then get on res.
Zaphod does manage to finish off ET there. The agility of the leg letting him get through a bit easier than the Skulks.
We're at fade time, boys.
That is true. But we're also at weapon 3 timing in 54 seconds.
Tane and the Infamous both out on res on the map. Their fades are going to be so late.
And while their fades are being late, Shu and Histe, both shotguns in warehouse, just taking out upgrade after upgrade. They will get pushed out by Zafford here, but he can't really engage that alone. He does have some support though. But hey, weapons 2 shotguns. It's easy work against some skulks.
Weapons 3 up in 15 seconds. These fades are going to pop against 3 2-shotties. So very dangerous game to be playing on your first engage. Tane egging in the top right of server room.
Definitely not an ideal life for a fade to spawn against 3-2 shotguns.
And again, Shimahiste pushing back into warehouse. Zafford just doing as much chip as he can with those spikes, forcing them out of the room. And again, 2-2 pressure. We've got Tap Marshmallow pushing into Mez, and they're going to find the first fades on the field. A nice bone wall comes out, splitting that Marine team in half. And that's going to be a nice cleanup from the aliens. But behind that, they're going to lose all their shells. They've lost the tunnel in their hive. And a beacon comes out from Phone, trying to save his field players from the crush in warehouse. It's not going to happen, and they're going to lose an RT for that, and maybe they should be losing too, but somehow no one seems to be aware or is even there. Infamous swiping the observatory as the fade. Not the most effective thing to be doing. Zafford manages to finish it off. So there goes the obs. It was the obs that did have face tech, so... Well, there is a blueprint for the gate in hub. There isn't one in the alien main, or the marine main, rather.
And he can't drop one because the obs needs to be built.
There's an obs in hub, blueprinted. Oh, you mean he can't drop a gate?
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't have that. There's the phase tech again, and hopefully he chooses to build a gate, and he does, and he's going to jump out to build that. So marine pressure should just slow down a bit, and they should hold, because they aren't going to get any meds for a second. But Shu doesn't care, and is walking on into all.
Nelly typically likes going
Tane.
Shade Hive. Zayfod really low.
Oh, Zayford and Infamous.
Dago should have been jumping up there to try to get damage in. I don't know why he started reloading with half ammo.
Nelly usually likes going Shade or Shift as his second hive. I would be shocked if we don't see a Shade Hive out of him this game. And I'm expecting a Robo to be dropped here any second.
Yeah, we do have the Bile Bomb on the way, getting ready for any arc play that might come. And now we're seeing a bit more marine pressure being put back on this alien team as Huste and Marsh are up in Mez. They will both get cleaned up, but that's allowed Shoot to get through onto platform node, and he's probably going to take that one down unless Infamous can get there. Nope, that's a goner. He actually does a decent chunk of damage to Infamous as well, so that's a fate that's got to heal for a bit. And there is the Robo being built in hub.
Marines will go down to 3 RTs. Maybe they will sell it 4 because ET is being built. And then engagement at hub. Tang takes a meat shot. Infamous takes a meat shot, and they're both out.
Kingo and Zafford did manage to take down the observation res node, and Zafford's going to come back in trying to take out Shu before the recap, but it's not going to happen. Zafford's just going to find Tap sneaking around in ET, and Tap is missing some shots. His stays on the other side of that vent, missing some shots, and Zafford again. It's the man has many lives. I think he's actually a cat.
We still don't have a Shade Hive started. We haven't seen a Shade built anywhere. Advanced Metab coming up for the Fate.
This pack of aliens just running through single marine after single marine at the moment. Heracles with the Bile is going to make short work of that hub gate as long as he doesn't get killed, but there's enough life forms there for a distraction. And that's a goodbye to the hub gate.
Oh, and that was a terrible phase through from Marsh. There's no reason to phase through on that. The gate is already. Heracles is putting in work as his core, keeping everybody at full HP and speeding up their regen.
Shade Hive started building. In case we were still looking.
In fact, it's almost finished, and we'll lose the Arc Factory here in Hub.
They've lost no res. They're on 6 RTs though while this is happening. They don't really care that much, I think.
The double fade ambush in
Ooh,
south.
walking out into south tunnels with a pistol.
And that's, it should be a shotgun down, but his thing's gonna save it somehow.
You hate to see it.
Finally, we got King Yo on some res. Heracles just leaving his babblers to deal with the power and hub. That's not gonna go down just yet. And another shotgun might actually go down this time over an ET as Armor 3 is on the way. What do you think about Armor 3 over an advanced armory or something at this point? Because there's no advanced swipe yet.
I expected it's in preparation for advanced swipe. I would have thought that aliens would have gone for advanced swipe much more aggressively. But then instead they elected to do advanced metabolize and get the 3 veils.
And I guess the Marine team was sat on a very healthy 6 RTs to bank some of that res up. Chu dealing with every life form down in observation. While that's happening though, Tap, Histe, and Marsh are going to take out this Mez tunnel and probably an RT.
And that is a terrible trade for the Marines to make. They're going to go down to 1 RT.
And they should have scanned the hive and taken all the chambers for that.
Yeah.
They don't know the chambers are all there.
Yeah, that's what they should be scanning hives for see if chambers are there though. If they don't have any idea where the chambers are, they don't know they can walk in
Again,
there.
Chu's just dealing with all the life forms. Surely the call has been made that all of the life forms are down there. Oh, Zaffa takes a massive shot coming through again. No, okay.
Not this
Finally.
Finally.
Finally expired.
He does have a re-lurk res, or he might opt to go fade here. That's probably what I would do, is have Zaphod go fade and have King Yo re.
Heracles approaching Onos res.
Yeah, and I mean
0 deaths, by the way.
Farming his KD.
0 kills as well though, so I'm not sure that's farming his KD.
Farming is the stat.
We got both the fades down into shipping. Phone's gonna jump out to try and save that. And actually, Tane taking a lot of damage, and he's gonna die there to Doggo.
The immediate DM button.
Yikes. But yeah, well, maybe we would have seen Zafwood go fade if that had happened a little earlier, but actually King Yo's the fade and Zafwood's back up as lurk.
Marines are just so far behind. How do you think they can come back? James?
They have to look for hive kills, right? They have to get a big push while the life forms are out.
Zafwood's just back to bullying Marines. Heracles is just left unchecked in hub, biling and babblering a gate down. At this point, with every Marine being alive, like, both their gates shouldn't be under attack. And now, aliens have the tunnel down into repair, so they're getting, like, ready to secure that 3rd hive.
Spores has been started. Has Nelly created a situation in which spores are OP?
I think you may
It's
have.
hard to tell,
Yeah, the res
honestly.
is gonna be low. They see all the life forms in hub except for one fade, and they're not walking.
Oh,
into
Zafwood goes down, King Yo goes down somewhere, and Infamous very nearly died. That's exactly what the Marines needed. Right there. They got 2 life forms down, and now they're going to push up into server and try and take out as much as they possibly can.
My question is here, do you go for the hive or do you go for upgrade?
I think
I think
at
you
this
take the
point
bills
you
at
take, yeah, you take out the upgrades that are going to be a pain to deal with. Shu, opting to rotate out of Mez to deal with the Gorge on the hub power. Maybe not the best choice. But again, oh, these Bone Wolves just forcing Marines to spend a few more shots dealing with the Veils they want to kill. And they've only killed 1 Veil in this. They did take a Crag as well. But again, we've still got 2 Marines in the fight. Doggo trying to save a shotgun. He does manage to get it without taking any damage. So now, again, back to 3 Marines. The shoe's rotating on in. He's a bit split, though, and 2 Skooks are just going to ambush him on the way in.
But the reinforcement is coming from Tap and Marsh.
And this is now 4 shotguns. Oh, Infamous is in the hive on 14 health, I believe. So good luck on getting out of that one.
He's battling the base here.
Yeah, he's not going to get much done as Shoe spawns down there. But now the Marines are in a really good position. They're forcing a lot of the alien res to be spent on eggs here. Maybe a bit too much to be spent on eggs. The bone wall comes out again.
Alien's still on 5 RT. They have plenty of res to spend. And here comes the spores. They fought up again as Larry.
Yeah, and Infamous did manage to get out of that hive during the fight, heal up enough to take an engagement, although he does take a meat shot there. But that's one of the Marines left in the hive down, leaving Marsh all alone. And phew, he does nearly take Infamous with him. But finally, the pressure's gonna slow down. And Marines are still on 4 RTs. They aren't out yet either.
They have very little peers at the moment. Marsh and Top the only ones able to afford guns, and neither of them did.
They still want to do this push. Marsh has just gone in completely as his team gets ambushed in the doorway. Marsh just, yeah. Maybe not the best choice to completely split from the team there. Because
This might have been the last push.
Yeah, Phone's out of the chair trying to defend this gate. Shoe's nowhere near the gate to be defending the gate. And that leaves Tap left alone. And double IP coming in to get the respawns. And Infamous does go down to Marsh coming through the gate. But again, Alien's just 5 RTs behind this.
Tane and Infamous both enough res to refade. Heracles can go fade twice or go on us.
Is banking it up.
Yeah, the still on Gorge with 77 P-res at 21 minutes.
And he's going to be in here biling in the base in just a second. As soon as they see 4 to 5 Marines in the base gate is already half. He's not quite hitting it. Wow.
I think he's just opting to hit everything there, as these Marines are also losing the fight up in server room. Heracles might just be able to do enough here to maybe not kill that gate. Everything is so low in here though. It's gonna force a Marine, but yeah, the gate goes down in hub. Like, Marines forcing to weld the gate in their base instead of phasing through. And
really good Gorge play from Heracles. He was in fights that he needed to be. He was out doing stuff.
Before the stats, how much damage does Heracles have as that Gorge?
2,500.
Player structure.
I was wrong. Never mind.
Let's see.
Do we have a carry mark here?
981. But the 34,000 structure damage.
Oh my god, Zaphod.
And yeah, Zaphod putting work in. 8k player damage, 20k structure damage, and 22 and 6 KD. That's pretty damn good. Marsh, 37% ag, carrying the Marine team with 6,400 player damage. But yeah, that was ooh, oh, that kill graph. What happened?
It's the life forms coming up.
Is that how many life forms at once? What is that's like 20
thirds
kills.
of the life forms coming up. That's what that is.
That is nasty.
It's really that they lost the gate in hub and then they lost a ton of momentum off of it. I think the Marines are in an absolutely fine position up until that.
Where they lost the game was when Shu started walking the hub with this pistol out for the double fade in.
That was really bad. It set them back so far because they still had all their RTs up. They just had to reestablish gate.
Yeah, if they were able to push the fades off there and keep 2 Marines alive, that was the gate back up in hub. with six RTs still up.
Now we're gonna play Biodome. How do you think this map's gonna go?
I'm gonna stick with my original prediction: 1-1 Alien wins for a 3-1 overall for HasBeen NeverWas.
I think aliens are really hard on this map. It's really easy to get locked into your main base because of how far out the vents are.
Yeah. It's very reliant on a tunnel.
To win Marines on this map, you need a lot of successful solo Marine pressures to their naturals, Filts and Agri-Labs. Although it is really easy to stay on 3 RTs with Canopy and Seeding being so close to Marine start, it's fairly difficult to keep a 4th alive, unlike you see in Tram, where it's fairly easy.
On alien side, it's usual. So usually you see a gorge and a tunnel to Hydro or either platform. Either platform or Hydro. I think Hydro is better than platform.
The question is, do we just see Phone drop a fast hive and falls?
I would
No.
love to. I'll be right back momentarily.
What if we see a Marine relocate to Falls?
I think that's one of the hardest things to pull off in this game. On this map, at least. I think if aliens are aware of it, they just run around and bully all of your naturals because they all become your naturals, but it's so far from falls to each of those naturals. Except maybe Agri-Labs. And then you end up with an alien hive in atmosphere and an alien hive in reception, and you just... What do you even do? But I really feel like this is a very fast hiveable map. Just because of the distance between tech points.
I'll be right back while we wait for these teams to start.
Okie
Phone seems to be angry at his team.
That's not good. Heracles with 26 assists last game.
He didn't die once.
That is a pretty efficient gorge. Although I do feel at some point he could have just, you know, gone Onos.
Yes, for sure.
And he
I think
probably
he had
could have just
90
won
rest.
the game with it. I think he ended with 80 or something.
Crazy. Marines were on such a good position until aliens crushed the hub.
Yeah.
Then everything fell apart.
There's, interestingly, in the entire game, aliens only lost 2 shells and 1 veil. And those 2 shells died fairly early on. Like, 9 and 10 minutes, basically. And the veil died in the, like, big 4-man push towards the end of the game. I feel like their push didn't actually achieve that much. Because that was after they killed the life forms as well.
The hive push into server.
Yeah, like the only thing they killed was 1 veil and a crag. That was all that died in that hive push.
Yeah, and the aliens stayed on 5 RTs that whole time, so they could just redrop whatever they...
Yeah.
In fact, they grew in PvE over the course of that fight. They got a crag and a shift up.
And
Force
then,
them.
yeah, I still feel like maybe they spent a bit too much on eggs, because they totally could have just had a 3rd hive growing as well as having enough eggs. But, I mean, it worked out, so I guess there's not much more to say about it. Stuff is being typed in chat and I'm not reading any of it. But
It boils down to Dago complaining about FPS when he's playing on a laptop. And Phone's team is upset because he got 3-3 instead of grenades or AA for the high push.
Yeah, an AA would have saved them. Maybe.
I mean, 3-3 helps against the fades that were out. They never got that advanced swipe. You know, like.
It helps against lurks as well, but I don't think that was their big issue.
They kept splitting in the hive pushes, like really splitting. They're all spread out around the hive.
Alright, here
Yeah.
we go again, though. HasBeen NeverWas versus Cybernetic Bats. Or Boots.
And Cybernetic Bats.
Who knows what that name even is, honestly.
There's a new player on their team called Unknown Player. Who is he
That's
replacing?
East
If only there was a way to fix that.
Assisting
Never
both
mind.
naturals here on aliens.
And
That's
we do
unconventional.
have a 3-2
Three
split.
drifters. This
That-
is a gamble right here.
Yeah. But
This is
he
phone
is-
at his best.
This drifter's gone too far for this sis, though. So he's delayed his own expansion. But yeah, the fast sis growing with the drifters definitely help them get that res up a bit faster. And especially because it is a map where it does take time for the Marines to get to your naturals. Marsh with a ambush set up ready for King Yo, and he's got the parasite already, so that's a nice free pick. Just got Marines crouching through the bamboo side of the map. He's gonna find one.
Not quite enough time for seeding to get killed here. King Yo will be able to get there in time to save it, but it will be very close. Hera and Infamous pushing into Agri.
King Yo's only gonna save this if he doesn't get killed by 2 skulks though, and he's not actually gonna stop it, and he might. He does clean up both, actually. Nicely done. Good pistol shots there, but now Heracles and Infamous just emptying round after round into this Agri RT, and there's only Doggo and Tap here to try and save it for right now. But here comes the rest of the alien team, and it's a big 5-man crush, and that should be everyone dead.
It is wonderful to beat C-Phone's strat. Tap needs to heal this RT. Okay.
The assist was there just in time, but yeah, I still think Tap should be healing that right now.
But Zaphod's gonna find a slowly building RT over here on platform.
You mean a built RT
And-
over in platform?
And we saw a cis chain thrown out to Hydro as well. Phone's just trying to cap all the RTs on the map.
And honestly, so far it's working out. Stafford will start putting the pressure onto this platform RT, but Shoot is in the room, and Doggo's here as well.
So much res, in fact, that Shu is going lurk at 2 minutes and 24 seconds. That's
And he's
nearly
doing it
as
right
fast as you
here.
possibly can.
I feel like Doggo could have bought enough time to get Zafford off this RT to allow Shoot to get that lurk up and save it, but now it's gonna be dead, regardless. Nothing they can do is gonna save that one. And Shoot finds a crouch in Heracles, makes short work of that man.
20 insisting falls now.
And yeah, the Drifter just constantly building that cis chain up. But
And all
Tap-
3 drifters still alive.
Tap didn't do that much healing on Agri, and it's died pretty damn quick to Kingyo and Tane just walking on in.
Armor 2 started at 3 minutes, so Marines are doing very well on res as well.
We got Tane and Kingyo pushing up into Alien main here. They're taking several of the aliens off the field, so Marines are gonna have that time to push. Tap's gonna run in first, takes a lot of the fire. But
What do you guys
he
think
will
about the
stay.
gorge with the 3 drifters? Do you think
I
think he
love
plays
it.
very aggressively.
Yeah, and he's doing the right thing now. He's just pushing with his pack of aliens.
Yeah, the Gorge isn't the Drifter this game. He is the support player.
He heals RTs during downtime, and then he goes with the pack the rest of the time. He doesn't build
Yeah,
RTs or anything.
there's so much more sustainability on the entire Alien team with the Gorge Hill in the fight. Marsh does manage to kill Zafford, but I think this is a dead RT.
The Gorge is also
1% canopy.
It's a couple of spikes maybe.
Oh,
Oh.
Tab got there in time. He saved it. It's madness. That's the power of the Gorge on the field and not building everything. They have RTs that should honestly just have been doomed to death.
It also lets them skip the shells early so they can actually afford to get this much expansion happening.
I'm surprised we're not seeing assist chains or not. Oh, there it is in Hydra. Spoke too soon.
Now, Tap again in the fight with the team. One of the scoops does die fairly quick, but HasBeen should be able to clean that up. And hopefully be able to take out Canopy. Yep.
One
2
spike.
spikes. And that's putting Aliens in a fairly decent spot. They've got 4 to 3 RTs right now. Heracles just crouching on through Agri. Probably been spotted by that Drifter though. But
Doggo through
evaporated.
And the pack is coming for him. You're
Yep.
being hunted, Heracles.
2 Lurks and a Gorge, and Gorge just, yeah. Oh, Shu took a ton of damage in that, but again, he's got the Gorge support there.
Where do we expect the Hive drop? We're at 40 res. Do you think he's gonna just drop it here?
I think it's a Hydro drop, if anything.
I think
He
so.
drops it right here, right now.
I think he caps the SRT
RT
and
first,
just
of course,
falls
yeah.
also.
Gets the tunnel maybe. Maybe
I
not.
don't think he scouted 2 Phil. I think he only knows that there's at least one. So falls is a little risky.
Now we got King Yo and Tane pushing Infiltration. They've taken down Platform, and the entire like alien killing pack is over in seeding. And HasBeen is extreme. He's 2 health. He's. I don't
And
know
they'll
how
get
he's...
the RT out of here. This is ridiculous. Really good pack play from the aliens. Tap keeping the team together.
They
by
did
being a hero
trade
source.
their RT Infiltration for that, but that definitely puts the Marines on a bit of a back foot, as there is that Hive drop in Hydro.
And I think you just park the Gorge here until this is built. It's important that this goes up very quickly.
Yeah. Marines looking like they really want to cap Filtration here. They're losing nodes across the map, so putting one in a place that might not get scouted so much. Tap.
This is so unfortunate. All the players left Tap here alone. And Hera and Zayfod are in a position to go in.
Unknown
like-
player who remains.
I feel like if Hera was on his rifle there, he could have just taken Tap out, but opted for the pistol. Oh, he does get Tap anyway, actually. That is before the Hive goes up.
8 res momentarily.
But Zaphod and Heracles really split in this room. They're just taking one-on-ones against Lurks. HasBeen does go low, but Phone goes in as cannon fodder and manages to survive anyway.
Marines
Tane
in
and King Yo, though.
ammo and up.
Back through the tunnel, and Shu's really low. He's gonna hide on the other side of that glass and heal up while Marsh just cleans the house. No Marines on the field anywhere really right now. Infamous is the only one running into Hydro, and he's got another Lurk to contend with over here.
Doggo is going to have some insane structure damage. All he's been doing is being on res.
I almost think you should delay the spade and just stay on res. Because Lurk needs to do a good job. And there's a 3rd Lurk up.
There is a 3rd Lurk up. Who's the 3rd Lurk? Tap. Oh yeah, he lost the Gorge, right.
You will go fade though.
I think with 3 Lurks on the field, you don't need to be worrying about the Skulk on res. You've got 3 Lurks to do the job.
Problem is that the Lurks end up just packing Marines and they never really bite RTs in most cases.
And maybe you
And
should
3 Lurks spiking
think about
someone
it.
is like disgusting amount of T-res you can draw if you just keep them on fighting people.
I mean, if you just want to pack 3 Lurks, then just go pack all the res down and you'll find Marines to kill along the way.
2-2 is up. AA's start.
But right now, Marines are just taking a lot of 1v1s across the map. Or 1v2s or 1v3s, but they're fighting life forms and they aren't winning anything.
5 life forms in AA has started, so...
Marsh and HasBeen stalking out Heracles here. Tane is nearby. Actually, Marsh takes a huge chunk of damage, 67 health, but the Lurks clean the Marines up.
Tap and Histe need to bite this RT. What are they doing?
That's yes.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. They just end up
Yeah.
PvP. You need to kill res.
He's still going back for it. Phone, I think, told him to. I think Phone pinged
Yeah.
it.
I'm just trying to expand and he can't do it.
Obs is up. Phase gate started.
Yeah. With 2 Marines in fulls, looks like they're getting ready for that gate.
If Marines can keep this 4th RT, they will lose seating. So they're going to be a little short on res for the double phase gate drop timing, especially because they drop falls.
Ooh,
It's
the
tapped,
Phage
it's
though,
bad.
taking a fair bit of damage in fulls.
That's really unfortunate.
He gets 3 res back from that at that amount of HP.
And now it's back to that 3 lurk pack. No, for a 3 lurk pack, Tap went the wrong way.
Phone's still on 2 shells for some reason. I really think you should just get the 3rd.
I was trying to save filtration, but it's not gonna happen.
He built 3 veils instead.
I think the region's very important for the lurks that are going on res, because they can't have a gorge with them or get back to the high V.
Her and Infamous just backing out of filtration, and they're gonna find Tap over in Plat.
Haley's doing a good job of waiting for the second lurk to get here before they engage.
Yeah. And these Marines right now, they're probably gonna lose this fight, but they've pulled pretty much all of the alien... or all of the aliens over there, just allowing King Yo and Zaffel to get that gate up in fulls completely uncontested.
They will lose a lot of res for it, though.
Tane walking out of base with the HMG solo to
Lots of
seating,
HMGs
and there's a lurk
here.
in a...
4 HMGs on the field right now.
And the Marines are going to go lifeform hunting as they go down to 1 RT, 2 RTs.
All they need to do on the alien team here is just not feed, and they...
These lurks are having a bad day.
Ooh, Histe finds that HMG and nearly just
5
disappears from the
HMGs,
game.
and one is not an HMG.
But yeah, the 2-2 HMGs hurt a lot, and you definitely need to start thinking about your fights a bit more than just fly 3 lurks at them and kill everything. Because it won't work forever.
Aliens know that Marines are off of gates. There's only 2 defending falls here. Only one of those is an HMG. He's got 20% ammo left. He welds instead of reload.
And
This is a
yeah,
dead gate.
that's-
If
They
they
fought
can
coming
spot
around
they
the corner here, but
and they all have aura.
Yeah, but the aura pulls
Not
afterward
enough yet.
straight
West
into
Root
the
Gate going up?
grinder.
I think Phone should start Bio here so they can dial the eventual high push that comes in with jails.
Honestly,
he needs to get out and get enough res. Then he's only at 2
Yeah,
res.
one of the lurks will...
got a gate going up in West Route though. Infamous and Heracles just been allowed to get through there. I feel like right now, honestly, once this hallucinated hive in fulls vanishes, they should just try and take a second hive in fulls. They've got the res. And Marines have now got this gate over in reception. They won't be able to rotate fast enough really to be dealing with it easily.
And this is the proper response to this heavy HMG purchasing team. Is you kill the 1s and 2s, groups of 1s and 2s, and you stay on top of the res. Keep them recapping. Eventually, they will run out of P-res, and they won't be able to afford guns anymore.
Although, maybe Doggo shouldn't be taking the 1v2 against HMGs. Does get his backup.
He did draw enough fire there so that one of the HMGs was empty, the other one was half empty, and it's an easy 40 P-res down.
And now poor Tane is just alone. He hasn't got a HMG though, just the rifle.
Crazy, I have a request for you to update the score at the top of the screen.
Oh yeah. What is it?
2-0 HasBeen NeverWas.
Safe on piercing a GL here. Oh, it's a flamethrower, right?
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
a
a GL,
GL.
sorry.
It's a G. So they're gonna do this hive push, and Bile is not started. Phone does not have enough res to go gorge.
Double gate.
Yeah, and the second gate. And right now, aliens have no idea this is about to happen.
This
They
hive
have
could
the-
die very quickly.
They
So
do
they have the
have
Beerus
this
for
tunnel
this push though.
in fools for a quick rotate from the aliens where they are right now.
I think they need a second GL here.
Marsh,
Wow.
I think so too. Yams.
They're missing the hive to start.
yeah,
One is not
that's
enough.
Not the greatest start.
You're still missing the hive.
Oh no!
And Infamous didn't purchase a weapon.
That's, yeah, very strange.
And Kingo's just been.
They're still
Oh,
missing
Shu
the
does die there to Infamous on the second gate. Marsh has
Marsh goes
died
down.
in the hive. And Tap's gonna
And
fall
Tap
as
goes
well
down.
to
This is
Infamous.
nuts.
That is feeding.
And that's a quick
And they
turnaround.
just
Now
walk
this
in,
hive,
he has
yeah,
close.
If
He's
the
now got
HMGs
no
don't
life
fully
forms
empty, if they keep some loaded, this is a dead hive.
Yeah.
the scopes are spawning right in front of them.
That's a great bone wall splitting the Marines.
Oh, but Doggo doesn't land his swipes enough to kill King Yo. The meds are just insane.
And Zephod is still alive with the GL.
And the
Needs to get
hive,
welded. Infamous has to get
15%.
welded.
And they do focus that one down. It's the right choice. But that hive is still dead.
Hive is dead.
And now maybe that second
You want
hive
the
drop
flamethrower?
that they could have had a while ago would have been a really good idea.
They can keep this gate up there, are gonna win the game, I believe.
If they kill this gate, then they can just redrop this hive and it will be fine for the aliens, but I don't see them doing that too easily
They'll
right
likely lose
now.
all these chambers if this gate stays up.
They lost a lot of biomass on that hive dying. They've lost meta on the fade.
No commander in the chair right now for this fight up here in Atmo. There's 2 HMGs at risk.
That is 2 HMGs gone. Hercules and
Marines
Kingo
are
still on the gate.
solo on. It's a dangerous fight for Daga to be in.
And
HMGs will despawn now.
This is a smart choice from Tane to go start solo pressure.
now, all of these upgrades the aliens have left up in Atmo are just going to be taken out. Hercules off by himself, just going to get quickly removed. Kane's going to get rid of this Crag and Fools, which allows them to get damage on everything else in the room.
I don't know that's a choice I would have made. Might have been smarter for him to go to Agri and desist the other extractor.
Ooh, goodbye his state. There goes the rest of that Marine team.
They're going to be tempted to go to this gate, but rightly staying in Atmo when them as hard as they are. Marines need to buy guns. They need to buy
Colin
guns.
is capping Canopy behind this. And
I
does
think
have
that
a
two
sys
guns
chain on its way to platform, but the node being up there isn't gonna produce any results for the aliens.
I'm surprised he hasn't kept seeding yet.
It was just killed about 40 seconds ago by Tane.
Now that I say it and he says it.
And Kingo's found Canopy as well. Now again,
Hallucinations are so annoying.
the big
They're
crush
throwing.
of aliens.
Marines are throwing this game. They're not purchasing weapons. You need to buy weapons against this pack of aliens. So
Yeah,
life
two
forms.
HMGs
But again,
here,
they've
yeah.
done enough damage to just keep them off pushing that gate.
Cone whipping
I'd like to see this Craig moved in Atmo to heal these Veils and Shells, you know? It's like, it's not doing anything else.
Safeout finally purchasing an HMG. But Tane leaves base. He goes to seeding, of all things.
There are two not
This
with
gate is
this,
dead. It's a dead gate. There's
I
no
don't
way it's
understand the
not.
choice for
There's
two
no way.
solo
It's
There we
Veils.
go. That is indeed a dead gate, and Friend has
Marines
no
have
res
this
left,
game.
so
They
there's
have
no
this game.
hive. Yeah, down to 3 RTs, no
The
gate on the
platform
map.
will go up, I believe.
The whip. Is the whip gonna
It's
stop it?
running.
One whip versus one marine is normally not a fight the whip wins, especially off infestation. Doggo just letting Kingo empty on the whip and not fighting him is an interesting choice there. Just a flapping around like a madman, nearly dying, 30 health, but he does take out Infamous. Marsh killed a... oh no, that's a fake doggo, never mind. Doggo actually takes a ton of damage from Infamous coming through that gate, but the gate's gonna die. There's another HMG lost there for the Marine team.
I don't know how you come back from this. Aliens are on 5
Yeah.
RT, soon to be 6.
If you had PRES, you would just 4-push to Hydra with the GL, or with the 2 GLs.
If you
and
could get a
2 Gs.
GL and get into that hive, that's pretty much their only shot right now.
But they have no PRES.
Aliens are about to hit that big 40 T-res again, and there's the hive dropped in ammo. And phones just, you know, cap the map. This chain to platform goes through falls and filtration. But Shu's gonna lose a fade somewhere. I don't even know where that was. I didn't even know Shu was a fade.
It's a bamboo path. Tap is really low in seating right now.
Yeah, Tab does go quite low. He's gonna get out of there before anyone turns
Marsh
up.
goes down.
Marsh just...
Are they doing it again, guys?
They're trying.
I've got Zafford and Infamous getting over into platform. And it's going to be another phase gate attempt in platform, and there isn't a single alien looking to contest that right now.
It's a grueling game.
This map is looking mighty alien-sided at the moment.
Is that
Oh,
just
it's
because
doing-
it's covered in
it's just
infestation?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, this chain is wild, and there's a Fool's Hive dropped.
2 hives building currently. Ammo's at 50% grip.
But Marines have managed to, you know, get another gate up.
But they don't have one of their naturals. It's actually being capped by the alien. And they're about to lose their other natural.
Yeah. But they might trade out filtration for it. I don't think anyone's going to rotate and deal with this. I think this gate is just going to get attacked in platform instead. Why is Marsh just not biting the gate? I don't care if he's got 5 health.
Phone and Shu both building hives.
Oh, here stays escape route and Doggo dies. Alright,
That's
well,
a huge deal.
Marsh can relurk, Doggo can refit. He still has 2 more lurks that he can throw away. If
29 and 1, oh my goodness.
yeah, that's a pretty decent luck kill there. Well, it takes a fair bit of damage in that room, but that's 4 Marines. And what's the plan here, Marines? Are you trying a new gate? Or are you just going on a walk in the
They'll
park?
have
or
3 or
something?
4 guns soon, if they want. About a minute from now, they'll have 3 or
Well,
4.
here comes the gate. They want to do this push on ammo again, and there's no aliens here to do anything about it. They're opting to take out the gate in platform, and Tab's so low, he's 9 health. Oh my god. And he
And he
goes
goes
down.
He's not in health anymore.
Oh,
The Marsh goes
dear,
down.
Marsh is gonna
What is
fall.
This is happening again. The GL push. It's happening.
The yell push
Yeah.
will happen in about a minute.
They don't have a GL. No one
They
has
have
the rest of
25 res, they
GL.
can drop one.
1 res.
They need a
Tank
commander
by
drop a
one,
GO.
Tank can buy one almost now.
But why didn't
Oh,
Infamous
no.
just buy
Now
a
I-
GL instead of a HMG?
And
And
his thing goes down.
his
They're
thing
short-
dies.
No lurks for a second.
Phone can echo out the upgrades now, though, so this is way more manageable for the aliens to take this dive. And he's
And
already
he-
working on it.
He is a gorge, but he didn't start bio yet. I'm not sure why he hasn't started bio.
He doesn't use
Neither
it.
am I, because he has 40 res.
He's trading a
He's
situation.
only a biomass instead.
He's going for Vince Slate.
Is he? He's already started Bio 8.
Going for contamination. He's going for
Xenocide?
Xenocide. I don't even know. His skulks are dying anyways. They might as well blow up.
There's
Team
finally a
is so
GL. Heracles has bought a GL. It's happening again. Heracles also
Hercules
can't
actually
hit the
hitting
hive.
here.
He hit it once.
No, he's not.
Only hit it once.
25% hive accuracy.
I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
I mean, I know that's a very small angle, but
I think you can bounce it in the top.
no one's welding here. Why is no one welding? Not a single Marine. He's dying to spike. What is... Marines,
Yeah.
you have 30
You
res
can't here.
on the team. There are no meds and then no one is welding. And now the GL is dead. What is
I don't know what's going
happening?
on here.
Who is falling apart this much?
Spore started a buyout 8.
He created a situation.
He has indeed created a situation. where Spore
Zaphod doing the
zero-
play that the hero needed to do to save the GL for the Marines to
Yeah,
have a
man,
chance.
like I said,
But now they all have HMGs and no one wants to pick up the one gun that
They
needs...
thought coming back to do his job.
Right, Zaphod back with the GL. Every Marine pushing in, but Zaphod's going the other way to the rest of the team.
He didn't pick up the GL. The
Did he
GL's
not?
just dying
Oh
behind,
my goodness.
Oh, no.
One
Safe,
HMG's already down.
and they're all split.
Tane has got no med support. Finally he gets meds, but Kingo's gonna die with a HMG to a gorge. Who cares that Tap died? At this point, that doesn't really matter in this fight. Again, Tane's pushing
What
in
is
and he might
happening?
take Doggo here.
Touchdown.
Doggo couldn't get in that hive. But
There are no fades.
Marines are on 2 RTs behind this. They are just draining resources on meds. Which allows the Skulk to get a
Doggo
pick.
complaining about the map here. Xenocide started, you were right, Golden.
I could just hear a phone. You're all skulks anyways. I might as well let you explode.
I'm surprised they haven't
But
gone
this
on
is
armed
5
guard
Marines
this time.
again. Can they even get enough Skulks with Xeno to deal with this fast enough? I mean, they do only have
40.
rifles.
35 seconds on the upgrade. I think you can just spam eggs here. He has 6 RTs. Just
It's not
spam
gonna
it.
take too long to dive. They can just keep spawning there.
I mean, if every Skulk got in that tunnel right now and just all came out and Xenocided, it would be glorious, but the tunnel's gonna die. Doggo, the only one spawning in the room, doesn't have Xeno just
15
yet.
seconds for Xeno.
The Hive's taken 8% damage. Behind this, Marsh is killing the platform gate.
And the Marines are getting cleared.
Doesn't really
Here
matter.
come the egg spawn.
I
Xeno's
think
up
this will be
in
the
2,
GG when they see
1.
Xeno.
Do they know? Do the skulks know?
They have to know. You can't not know
There goes
that
Doggo.
Xeno. Tap's gonna take Heracles. There's the bind.
Here comes Marsh. Check out Marsh behind. Can he time it right?
Mark's sneaking up on no one here.
Oh dear.
Holy shit.
Is that it? Is there another round? I've forgotten.
There's
Yes.
one more round.
I've changed my score and it's 3-1 on my scoreboard. Quick, fix it.
Wob
Oh,
in
no.
chat. I can confirm neither of these teams want seed 1 for playoffs. They're afraid of my. They're too scared of my seed number 4 team.
Oh, what a game. The Marine kill graph is extremely interesting between about 7 minutes and 14 minutes.
Oh my god.
Because absolutely nothing died somehow. And I'm not really sure how.
It's the 2 fade 3 lurk, man. It's too strong.
That is 7 minutes of nothing.
That's gotta be demoralizing to not kill anything as a team for 7 minutes straight.
And then you kill the hive. And then you don't win the game.
And you wipe all of their life forms.
This game was won for HasBeen NeverWas. All they had to do was rebuy 2, and they would have been able to get the Veils down. Those Veils never died. Just check the tag. 0 Veils killed. They
Yeah.
were
They were
atmosphere.
in there on like 30% or something. And they just didn't kill them. Here's the carry lurk. 33 and 2.
And then the last high push, they let the GL expire.
But they didn't let it. Someone picked that up and recycled it. Because it should have expired long before that.
In comp mod, weapons decay slower if there's a marine standing nearby. And
No, no,
arrows
no, no.
standing
It was lower
nearby.
than it was. 100%. It got picked up and dropped again.
Because if I picked it up, dropped it, I think there was a call to PvP or something in the hive. I'm not sure. I think they thought the aliens were worse off on P-Res and they weren't close to Xenocide or something. If I had to guess.
Man, I
What a
don't know
rough
anymore.
game. That had to
was
be an exhausting game from both sides.
27
Who
minutes.
is more exhausted? Probably not the team that got Xenocide. They probably
think-
had fun.
I think Phone is very tired right now.
Phone might fall asleep in the middle of the game. I'm concerned.
Well, now we're just waiting on Shu to join the team and for them to ready back up. I feel like something cheesy is gonna happen.
You think there might be some French cheese in the works?
Yeah.
Some brie. From which team do you think the cheese will happen?
From the Frenchman?
I kind of feel like it's gonna happen from both, honestly.
A double shotgun rush and a base rush?
That's, yeah. What wins out of a, like, lurk base rush or shotgun rush?
While pointing out the alien team had no leap, but they had Xenocide.
Did they not have leap? Surely
did
they
not have
had leap.
At
Surely they
26
had
No.
leap.
With all of their life forms constantly dying.
How did they? What the hell? Did Phone just forget?
I don't know. I can't live in the mind of Phone. Only K-Mac can.
I'm not sure Phone's living in the mind of Phone if he forgot leap. Who's unknown?
Unknown
The
player
unknown
is,
player was
Histe.
Histe. My frame rate in top down is 40 FPS right now. Big yikes. Zoom in. There we go. 100 FPS. Problem solved.
Phone saying, if you want to forfeit win us, just let me know. Because Cap is still AFK.
You know that bit, Golden, where that game you said Doggo was going to have so much structure damage?
And then it was a fee.
And then he got outdone by nearly everyone on the team.
27 minutes.
Heracles giving Shu some credit here, thinking he would only be a few minutes. If it was Tap, he may be more concerned.
Shu actually doing everything for his team. Highest build time, highest structure damage, highest
Oh my
player
god,
damage.
you're
I've
right.
never
He
seen that.
literally topped every single stat.
He's
for
literally
kill.
doing everything.
Assists
Lowest
and
stats?
deaths
Oh, he didn't. He stayed low stats actually. He stays a monster.
and accuracy. And played time. You guys have a weird concept of every stat.
Alright,
Sorry, both of the high numeric stats.
going live again. So the final round of HasBeen NeverWas versus cybernetic bat boots, whatever they want to be called today. Cybernetic boots down in reception. The pretty normal split and absolutely nothing dropped in base.
Very fast Crag Hive started. We'll see 2 RTs and 2 shells drop very quickly.
We do have the
Shells.
Heracles Gorge as usual. We'll see if he can 0-26 and 0 this game. But no 3 Drifter strat, just Heracles building cysts. And
They
there's...
haven't dropped that
There we go.
yet.
Second IP is down for the Marine team. So
They
we
were
might
rushing
get
the
to see
tunnel.
Phone on the field again.
I think I was wrong about the shells. You can't afford the shells.
He dropped a tunnel and assisted to Hydro. He would be able
But
to get 2
Doggo
kills.
and Histe are looking to push this. Although Heracles with the many
Blue
webs
squad.
and clogs and 3 Skulks here to back him up anyway.
4 parasites. Safod looking for the marshmallows just fell off. Histes and doggos have about 1 more second on them. They're gone.
Safe on getting the parasite and taking 0 damage for it.
And Tap's parasite's about to fall off. They can do a pretty quick pressure here.
Infos with a nice sneaky angle to get that parasite on Doggo as he comes around the corner and takes almost
you
no
can-
damage for it as well.
Now they can hop out and crush with Zaphod here.
Safely gets the
through there.
nice pick on Shu. Just been stalking him all that time.
Marines on 4 RTs. Armor 1's just about to come up.
Infamous getting a bit aggressive there, but just baiting Doggo on in, making them think that Gorge is alone. And he really wasn't. He has many friends.
He's still doing a great job of backing up in front of the pressure.
Tap needs to be an aggro already while he's doing this, though. Tap was just sitting in bridge for a really long time.
Tane with an ambush on Shu and Bamboo. And wins it. And LJ's here to try to pick up the parasite. Alexa back off.
Tap going to Phil for some reason.
And this is very late pressure coming out from the Marine.
Doggo does find himself into aggro, but he's already lost his armor, so he can't be too aggressive. He's just going to fall back to try and deal with Tane, who's just going to run away from fools. There is a lurk up. Zaphod is lurking. Jumping between tunnel exits right now. He's going to find Tap. Just trying to get Tap to waste those bullets. And then go in for the bites when it's nice and safe, but manages to miss half of them anyway. Oh, Heracles is going to get caught out by Marsh. The nice clog might save him. Oh. Almost.
No repeat of the previous game.
So they do lose the Gorge. No
And
major res farming.
Agri will die. Oh, maybe not.
Ooh, maybe
That's
not.
it.
It's
You
still
have
dead,
15%, I think. It's on an RT to save it with assist.
This is going so
Ooh.
slowly. That's unfortunate.
15%, baby, I told you.
But Histe was gonna get through anyway. I don't know how he even got. He got through Hydro completely. What? Okay, yeah, that makes sense, right?
And here's the RT drop. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's
And
unfortunate.
a drifter.
And the sis. What's he doing? No! His thing!
He's
Oh,
trying
no.
to
What the-
rotate and kill this Lurk, I think. But the Lurk's not really hurt.
He could have at least assisted the
This is
RT.
actually really big. It's these little things that give you such an advantage in this game.
And that RT is not gonna die. It's gonna get resisted.
The
to, right?
commander's outside of the hive.
It won't
though.
die. It'll live.
Well, as long
Growing
as someone
RTs
actually
gain
resists.
HP. So he's got plenty of time to resist. It'll be
Yeah.
about half
Alright,
when
it's still
it's fully
growing.
built.
Okay, I thought it was.
It'll be lower than that, like 30, 40.
Kinyo sneaking his way through seeding. Can get a free pick off there. Shu abusing that welder damage on clogs, but the welder doesn't hurt everything else in that fight. Marsh,
Marine res is
Marsh could get a nice pinch here on Zaphod.
kind of need it.
Oh, Zaphod well aware of that potential.
A finish.
The cheese is coming.
I don't have gate tech started or anything. Walking across this map with the GLs.
The
is,
HMGs are out though. I might just make a real quick work of some lurks though. Oh, and Kingo actually super low, 30 health. And he's gonna
Oh,
die
wow.
to Marsh. Which is surprising considering there were 2 skulks that I feel like could have been helping out a bit faster than that. And that's one lurk down.
Shoes reloading.
Zaphod, the
We'll
only
get
other one up.
HMG should be finding bioreactors here.
Should be, but Tane's got the ambush there. Ooh, doesn't get the greatest start to that ambush. So that is one HMG retrieved. Weapons one completed as well now. That's a nice crush from the aliens. They're going to get 2 HMGs down. Marsh might be able to rotate in here. And he should be able to save one. Zaphod does manage to sneak out. And Shoes there as well to grab the other one anyway. Pap does take down the filtration res node. This Hydro Hive is 52% built.
This is an interesting shade location in Hydro. It will actually come almost up to where he stays right now.
Quite a big radius.
Kayakingyo here, invisible.
But are they going to make use of it? Hercules is up as a lurk now.
Surprised you wouldn't lurk, knowing that they can get bile soon and they have AA.
Well, there goes the Agri RT. Didn't have
Game's
much
just-
health.
Game could still very much go either way. Aliens have to keep their life forms up, not lose any more lurks until the fades are ready, and the are coming up right now.
But Martian shoot in Hydro here from one side of it, and he'll stay in tap. That's 4 Marines over here.
This is an
HMG.
instant base call.
Yeah, the base is wide
Dog, go
open.
get an HMG. What are you doing? Oh, you don't have enough
He
res.
doesn't have the res. He's just gonna get mauled to death.
There's an where's the
Although
other?
Zaphod did just kill the one skunk in the room. Phone's gonna jump out though. I don't know if that's the greatest choice. 2 lurks on the IPs. That's not great.
Why did he
That-
not beacon?
He had
Phone?
50 T-res.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's just gonna be game.
That is, yeah.
The
that's
IPs are
game.
dead before anyone gets back here, and yeah, sure they have HMGs, but there's gonna be no meds, and that's still 4 life forms. And if the arms lab dies, but
Only 1 HMG coming in.
I mean, I feel like the lights should just be biting in the arms lab, and the Fade should ambush the door there, but yeah. Oh, Zaphod's gonna die, but yeah,
Shoes a
she
hero.
is left alone. And he might get 1, but I don't think he's gonna get 2. And, I mean, there was some kind of cheese, it was just the wrong team doing it to the other team, I feel like. I'm not sure what their plan was with that hive push. It's like they cheesed themselves out of it. The entire length of this game was almost the same length that Marines got no kills last game. Just like to point out, Phone is the best Marine with 45.95% accuracy.
As is tradition. I'd also like to point out that HasBeen NeverWas 1-3-3, which is eerily similar to my prediction.
That's basically the 2-2 all alien wins that I said it would be.
I said it was 3-1 for cybernetic, right? Right.
It was
I
your
think I just said
prediction,
that-
and if you've forgotten it, Nightsy, I can't help you.
I have forgotten it.
Oh dear.
I'm tired.
Well, that is the end of that then.
Bit of a fiesta of games. There is some attempts to throw on both sides, in my opinion.
That was interesting for sure.
I'm tired after watching that.
Interestingly, the team with more elo lost the game.
I don't believe it. I looked at the graph and I believe it.
It's like a 600 difference. They should have shuffled.
Always shuffling your public games, guys.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for casting with me, everybody.
Anytime.
I don't think there's another game or anything, so I guess we're just gonna end the stream right here. So goodbye.